Welcome to webinar 5. So today we're going to focus on the duties of the information officer. Now, the information officer plays quite an important role in the whole issue of POPIA compliance, and we have to look at the specific duties that's listed in the Protection of Personal Information Act as well as the regulations. Another obligation is the Personal Information Impact Assessment. Now, even though it's a separate obligation listed in terms of the regulation. Clearly, all of these are related. The obligation is, however, that in terms of Regulation 4, the information officer must, in addition to the responsibilities under Section 55, ensure that a personal information impact assessment is done. The purpose of that is to ensure that adequate measure and standards exist in order to comply with the conditions for lawful processing of personal information. So first thing to note, that it talks about a personal information impact assessment. So in my view, it's A is singular, not plural, but I think the reality is in the context that, if the organization, for example, undertakes a specific project, maybe a research project, and that research project will involve the collection of personal information, intense engagement with data subjects, I would strongly recommend that you conduct a specific personal information impact assessment for that activity. Now, you could be a bit technical and say, well, the regulations talk about one personal information impact assessment, and we've done that maybe 2 years ago, and we don't need to do another. There's a concept of acting beyond compliance, right? I don't even think that's applicable in this context, because a proper interpretation would, in my view, mean that you do the impact assessment, when it is appropriate. But even if you consider only one to be a requirement, I would say act beyond compliance. It's in the best interest of the organization. Also, once you do one impact assessment, if you do it for the first time, you're not necessarily going to get it perfectly right. You're not going to necessarily do the best that you can do, because it's for the first time, and we are all still learning about this. The more you do it, the more you will improve in terms of your understanding, and you would be able to identify loopholes or areas that you may not have identified during the first assessment. So the next one would be more improved, and I think it's in the best interest of your beneficiaries or your stakeholders, specifically the data subjects. So I think you should do it on regular intervals, maybe every year, maybe every second year, depending on your context. Definitely if you embark on a project that would entail the collection of personal information, I would say do an impact assessment. So what does it mean in terms of an impact assessment? Is just for my purposes, I've tried to just summarize it in the following way. First, consider what information you collect, and I try to use the C's again. Consider, that's your audit, your audit of the information that you collect. From whom do you collect the information? What platforms are you using? Is it based upon consent, law, or contract? All those. Again, we're talking about the 8 conditions of processing, right? To the extent that you don't need the information, condense, and then also be clear in terms of who's in control of that information, access control, catalog, report, record it. If you need additional policies, specifically applicable, let's say, to a particular project. If you need to be clear in terms of your access controls, you need to be clear in terms of, how you're going to regulate that particular project, record it in writing, configure in terms of make the necessary changes that's required within the context, and then also the cycle repeats itself. So consider, condense, control, catalog, configure, and then consider again, right? So let's look at this in a bit more detail.